You say selfish like it's a bad thing. We've been conditioned by everybody else in our society not to be selfish. And don't get me wrong, it's a really good thing to teach little kids. It's a really good thing to teach people to share, and we are social beings. We thrive when we are in community. Even the most introverted of us, we do need other people, and we do better when we need other people and when we openly let ourselves need other people. But there's this interesting concept that kind of warps the subject of community. It warps the spirit of community into abandon yourself for the tribe. Do what is best for the tribe, and in so doing, lose yourself. And I gotta admit, it's kind of funny when you think about it, because basically when people say, how could you be so selfish? You're not considering me. A lot of the time they're saying, don't take care of yourself, take care of me. Yeah, no, don't do what's best for you because you've got to do what's best for me. Don't be selfish. You have to think of other people. Me! And I know that, there are times where we've encountered truly inconsiderate people and it's hurt us. But that's also because we've gotten so wrapped up in the notion of if people were the selfless people that we thought they were, they would consider us first, right? And I think part of the reason that it hurts so much is it breaks our expectations. So on one hand, there's this notion that we have that a truly loving person would consider us first. Now, yeah, that's amazing when we encounter people that do that. As empaths, just like cookies. But it's really not all that common. Because humans are also built for survival. If there wasn't something self-serving in us, we would have died out as a species. And we don't seem to consider this okay behavior in humans, when in every other piece of nature, we consider this to be just normal nature, right? Piper and Pierre are inherently self-serving little you-know-whats. But they're cats. They're going to look out for themselves, right? I mean, yeah, sure, they come up to me when they sense that I'm feeling off. Some of you have had them come up to you when you've been feeling off. They know and they sense and they do take care of others. But also they're out for themselves. Pierre eats Piper's food all the time. If Piper's hungry, she will eat off of Pierre's plate. And we see that as okay. But we humans like to think that we're better than that. Now, of course, yes, we should always be striving for our highest and best. But at what point have you stopped taking care of yourself in order to serve the collective, in order to serve society? At what point did you cross that boundary or that line of, okay, this is no longer working for me or society, because now I hate myself. I hate who I've become. I'm a cog in a machine that society has dictated. These people don't even know me. These people that I'm working with, living with, loving with, they don't know the real me. Because I have gotten into a relationship that society says I should have, that my parents said I should have. How many of us have expressed points of view that maybe deep down we don't really agree with, but our political party has expressed such, and well, we want to be loyal to, our friends and family in that party, right? How many of us have worked all of our lives doing something that actively kills our soul? Not just like, okay, hey, it's a job and I am fine with that because I get to pursue my life elsewhere. I mean, how many of us have really chosen the wrong career? I worked years in an office and it was a slow death. And I really thought if I could just push my way through, if I could just pop enough Adderall, I'd be successful in an industry that was locking me into sitting and staring at a computer all day. Because society says that that's the height of success. A big girl or a big boy job is the height of success. Not for some of us. So my question to you is, who told you were selfish? And what did that cause you to abandon in yourself? What did that cause you to leave behind when maybe being selfish actually would have been the right choice? Maybe being selfish and refusing the family business when everybody else in your family has that particular career. But if it makes you happy and if it makes you a more present human being for your family, if it allows you to say, yes, absolutely, I can come to family dinner instead of having to work the family shop, maybe it's worth being a little selfish. And that's the other thing, is when you accept within yourself that it's okay to create a life that works for you, not other people, all of a sudden you start helping other people. When you create a life that works for you, you have the energy, you have the chutzpah to go out and do more. You are inherently helping others by helping them recognize, oh shit, she's going for this life that she loves. Why can't I do that? And of course, there's going to be some people that you piss off along the way. There's going to be some people that go, how dare you? How dare he? How dare she? How dare they not want the life that I have? How dare they not want a life with multiple degrees and a high-paying corporate job? How dare they quit everything and decide to live off the grid? That's selfish of them. They're not contributing to society. Well, guess what? You are. In creating a life that works for you, what you are doing is you are claiming the fact that you are a puzzle piece in the greater creation, and you are bringing your piece to the table finally. Whenever you deny yourself in favor of fitting in to what you think your puzzle piece should fit like, you're denying the world your own unique puzzle piece, and therefore the puzzle of creation is not complete. But when you step out and you say, yeah, you know what? I'm going to create a life that works for me. Then you open the doors for everybody else to create a life that works for them. Then you crack through that wall that people seem to be fighting these days, that they feel like they can't break through. It's because they're abandoning themselves in favor of what they believe they should be doing. They are abandoning their individuality for the social causes that they follow. They are abandoning their own highest and best good for the sake of the social belief that we're in rough economic times and we shouldn't be doing anything risky. They are treating each other with such little patience because their political party, their social party, their family tribe, their race, their gender, their religion, all says that we should treat other people in a certain way if they're not one of us. And how dare you disobey that little voice that says, you know what, there's really not a problem with these people. How dare you disobey that little voice, because now you're betraying us. You see what a slippery slope that is? So yeah, absolutely be your kind and caring and empathic self. That's not your problem. You've got no problem with sensing who needs what. But my challenge to you this next couple of weeks is to let it be okay to make life work for you and to create a life and a world that works for you. Even if you're starting small, do what works for you. Go against whatever cultures you are involved in, whether it's a business culture that says you need to be a business bro and just hammer out those, those cold calls, or whether it is a societal thing that says, you know what, women can't get ahead and we should all be fighting, this. Well, if you're actually feeling pretty okay with where you're at, go ahead and just be successful. You don't have to fight anything. You don't have to be loyal to your tribe. You can just go and be successful on your own. If there is a belief system that requires you to abandon who you are, let yourself be selfish according to that belief system. If you are listening to your higher voice, I promise you it will always work out. The most peaceful choice for one is indeed the most peaceful choice for all. Follow your peace. Love y'all.